Armin and Levac, 104.5 The Team, 104.5theteam.com. This weekend is the 2015 Howard Garfinkel Coaching Clinic. It'll be held this Saturday, September 19th at Shenandoah High School, and sponsored by the Upstate New York Basketball Hall of Fame. And there will be at least one Hall of Famer in attendance, along with Sean Miller, Jay Wright, Tom Thibodeau, and others. Coach Jim Calhoun will be here this weekend. Coach Calhoun, thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure. Albany's one of my favorite places. A lot of years we played up at Ludenville at Siena, and some really good things happen. And I've always loved the Albany area, and I know the coaches up there. And speaking for Howard Garfinkel, who's a legend in our game as a guy who's the five-star camp and did so many things for basketball, it'll be a lot of fun. I enjoy talking basketball, obviously.
Coach, what made you decide to be a part of this clinic?
Well, because I've known Garf. When I was a young coach, I ended up being the youngest coach in the country when I took over at Northeastern University. Fortunate enough those days to have kids like Reggie Lewis, God rest his soul, and some great players. And I used to go recruiting at Garf's camp when I first started coaching, and I've always known Garf. And of course, when you go with other basketball people, it's a lot of fun. As you know, I'm going to be doing more ESPN games this year, and it's great to have the opportunity to just talk basketball with basketball people.
Coach, you retired in 2012. Is it still weird to you to not be out there, or are you used to it by now?
You never get used to doing something you did for, I played for American International College and played against Albany at one time, and when they were a college season team. So for me, it's what I always did. So for the past 50-something years of my life, I played basketball, and to be away from the game is difficult. But ESPN has helped that a lot, as you can well imagine, by the opportunity to do games and see coaches and get an opportunity to speak about the game that I love.
Coach Jim Calhoun with Armin and Levac on 104.5 The Team. He'll be in town this weekend. For more information, if you want to be there, garfclinic.com. Garfclinic.com has all the information there. Coach, your reaction on the UConn program. Of course, Coach Ollie in 2014 wins the whole dang thing. Last year, a little bit of a down year. Your thoughts since you left?
Well, Kevin played for me and then played 13 years in the league and is a great kid. And all the assistants played for me. I'm not sure that's good, bad, or indifferent. You'll have to make a judgment on that. But the fact we have Ricky Moore back and Kevin Freeman, two guys who were all tournament in '99, we won the championship, and Glenn Miller, and just a whole bunch of real good guys. And you're right. And the program is, we're still UConn. We've won 4 championships in the past 16 years and 4 national championships. And, I couldn't be proud of what Kevin's done and the kids have done. And, people kid me about, I always say we. I think I'm going to do that forever, So it's a great thing for me to have the opportunity to follow this team, follow national teams, and quite frankly, follow the game in general. Last year I had the opportunity when I was at the Final Four in Indianapolis to speak before the Rules Committee about some of the changes I think we need in the game and just overall, the shape of our game, because it's a great game, and of course I still love it. I missed it some, but I'm doing enough different things in the game that I still enjoy that. But talking basketball to me and seeing that they make sure that we hopefully make the state of the game the best we can, that's all good stuff.
Hall of Famer Coach Jim Calhoun with Armin and Levac. And Coach, like you said, for as long as you've been in the game, do you like where it's at now? Do you like the point that it's evolved here in 2015?
I like some of it without question. We're doing more things for kids, which is great. We're taking some of the monies we make as a program and making sure kids get that money, and that's all good stuff. The style of play, to me, I think we've gone too much pick and roll, too much isolation. It's part of the game, but I would prefer a little bit more ball movement. When I watch San Antonio, people say it's miraculous what San Antonio does as far as moving the basketball. Yeah, that's great, but I would like to see so many more teams be able to move the ball a little more. I'm a fast break coach, so I would love to see the ball get up and down the court more. The game's great. We still have great kids. I just would like to see the game be open more. That I don't like seeing 52, 53 games. That's not what I want to do. It's still, I take a win today any way we can get them. I don't like all the transfers being eligible right away. It's part of the rules, and I'll be doing the same thing. But I think you can well imagine that I just think our game needs more stars who stay longer and stay in the same place longer. That, to me, would be important.
Okay, so obviously you're not a fan of the one-and-done rule. What should that rule be, Coach? 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah, 2 years gives you much more opportunity. I think we've only had one kid. We had 19 kids leave early at UConn, 32 drafted into the NBA, and 28 of those were first-round draft choices. So we had a lot of great players. But, yeah, I think if you look at the Ray Allens of the world and Kimball Walkers of the world, those guys left after the third year. And, by the time they get to the pros, they're more than able to do the job, number one, socially much more mature. They know the kind of discipline they learned in college. And they're more mature people. And I just think it makes for a better game. I think it makes the NBA better. And obviously, it makes college basketball much better.
Coach, you can still hear the passion, the love for the game, the energy behind it when you speak, and that's why. I'm sad that you're not coaching UConn anymore, but I'm very grateful that you're going to be doing a lot of stuff with ESPN.
Well, I am. This is a great game. One of the great things I can tell you about the dinners I had last year with Mike Krzyzewski after a shoot-around. I can tell you about the various places I've been, talking to coaches who I respect, and it's a little different now. We're not going against each other, so the purity of the game comes out a lot more when you're talking to coaches. At the Final Four last year, I've known Bo Ryan a lot of years. Tommy Izzo's one of my favorites. Mike Krzyzewski, and John is John, but I've known John a lot of years. Calipari. And very simply, the game is the game. Still does great things, and I think there's some things we can tweak. I'd like to see, as I said, more stability in players. And I just think it'd be better for this. Is an incredible game. Did incredible things in my life. It allowed me to go leave school, come back, and eventually get my degree, and be drafted, be cut for grad school. All those things happen out of a very simple thing: the sport of basketball. And I think those things are great, and I truly believe that this game still is great. I just would like to see some tweaks because I do think that it is one of the great games of all time.
Hall of Famer Coach Jim Calhoun with Armin and Levac. Coach, in 2012, UConn went through their own sanctions. We here in Albany are looking at the Syracuse program with their suspension. Did the NCAA come down on Syracuse properly?
I really don't know that because I don't know all the facts. I just know that my problem simply with the whole NCAA thing is that, and this is just philosophically, it's against nobody personally, but very simply, did Syracuse make mistakes? I'm sure they did because we made mistakes. Every program makes mistakes. But it seems to be you find one program and they made some mistakes, and then other programs never get touched. I don't want anybody touched. Trust me, I don't want anybody to have to go through suspension. Conversely, some of the things that they look at, a kid working at a YMCA or some of the things that happen, no, I can't. I just don't think those should be the kind of things. I think we need to have somebody who knows basketball. I've always said this. I think football has the advantage, and the schools that they have in the Power Fives and even down AAC, which we're in football, that people would understand the game much, much better as they do in football. Therefore, they control the rules and so much more. And in basketball, I don't think we have anywhere near the kind of clout that folks like a Mike Krzyzewski, like a Jim Boeheim, like all these coaches who truly know the game and truly understand the difference between making mistakes and cheating. I don't think Syracuse cheated. I think they made some mistakes. I think all programs make mistakes. And I think there's got to be a better way to have people who understand the game better to make sure that we, in turn, have more say on what happens to our programs.
Great stuff. Hall of Famer Coach Jim Calhoun with Armin and Levac. He'll be in town this weekend, this Saturday, the 2015 Howard Garfinkel Coaching Clinic. It will be held at the Shin High School Gym, sponsored by the Upstate New York Basketball Hall of Fame. Go to garfclinic.com, garfclinic.com, and how you can hear Coach Calhoun this weekend, along with Sean Miller, Jay Wright, Tom Thibodeau, and others. Coach Calhoun, has been an absolute pleasure. This was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for your time today.
Well, thank you, guys. And make sure that if you're a high school coach or a person interested in basketball, you can go hear some of the finest people. I mean, Jay Wright's a terrific, one of the best young coaches certainly in the game. Tom Thibodeau, great success in Chicago. And right on down the line, some great people talking about a great game. Make sure you try to get to see at Goff's Clinic. Will be a great thing.